5 facts you didn't know about Africa's powerhouse Nigeria. To the west of the Nigerian capital Abuja, the grey monolith of Zuma Rock towers above the cars on the motorway below. One of the West African country's most famous landmarks, Zuma is shrouded with local myths and adorns the 100 naira banknote, but it's also a metaphor for Nigeria's solid and lofty economic position on the African continent, nicknamed the Giant of Africa. Before we get started, hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm. It helps us a lot. Here are 5 things about Nigeria you might not know. Its music industry will be worth $73 million in 2021. Another of its big exports, Afrobeat, has taken the world by storm, with stars like Davido and Wizkid boasting huge followings. The music video for Davido's single 4 has had 159 million views on YouTube. Music labels are taking note, and Sony and Universal have already opened offices in Nigeria. The country's music industry is said to be valued at $73 million by 2021 according to PwC. Nigeria is Africa's biggest economy. Nigeria's GDP surpassed that of South Africa about a decade ago, according to the World Bank. Last year, Nigeria's economy was valued at $397 billion, while South Africa, one of the biggest players on the continent, had a GDP of $366 billion. Nigeria is one of the world's biggest oil exporters and Africa's biggest oil producer, pumping out around 2 million barrels each day. It has some of the world's greatest writers. Nigerian authors have received some of literature's highest accolades, including playwright Wole Soyinka, who became Africa's first Nobel laureate for literature in 1986. The late Chinua Achebe's debut novel, Things Fall Apart, has sold 20 million copies in the 6 decades since its publication, making the writer famous for challenging European colonialism. Contemporary feminist author Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie was inspired by reading Things Fall Apart at 10 years old. Her second novel, Half of Yellow Sun, was made into a film in 2013. It will have more people than the US by 2050. Nigeria is already the most populous African nation and will more than double in size to 400 million people by 2050 according to the United Nations. Nollywood is bigger than Hollywood. In 2009, UNESCO reported that the Nigerian film industry, also known as Nollywood, had overtaken Hollywood to become the world's second largest film industry behind India's Bollywood. In the following decade, output more than doubled to 2,500 films a year, and the industry is continuing to grow. According to a report by PricewaterhouseCoopers, it is estimated to employ more than 1 million people and to generate more than $7 billion for the national economy, accounting for around 1.4% of Nigeria's gross domestic product. New cinemas are opening and box office revenue is predicted to reach $22 million by 2021. Thank you for watching this video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel.